This is what I hear on social media. All right, listen. If you want to get rich, the key is to not spend money on stupid stuff. You like to spend $5 on coffee every day? If you invested in stocks instead, you could have had $50 million in 100 years, assuming an 8% return. The key is to never enjoy your money. Just invest. Not only is this not the best way to achieve financial freedom, it's also just a very trash way to live life. So in this video, we're gonna talk about an alternative way to approach finances that allows you to enjoy life and enjoy your money in a much more responsible way than simply buying whatever you want. All right, so let's just get straight to it. The money that you make from working your day job is not to spend. It actually is for investing. And what you invest in is cash flowing assets, i.e. things that will pay you now. So you can still spend money, but what you spend is the cash flow from the investments, not the money from your job. In other words, don't spend money that you spent your time working for. Instead, invest that money in something that will bring you more money and spend that money. Otherwise, you'll always be trading time for money. So that's really it. That's the whole concept of this video. So you can click off if you want. It won't hurt my feelings. But if you do want to stay, I do have some examples that might help make this make a little more sense. So if you can find an investment that makes sense, this is a much better way to shop, because rather than money leaving your account for purchasing new clothes or a down payment on a new car and never being replaced, you're putting your money to work, and in a way you're giving it multiple jobs. The job number one of investing, but number two of buying something nice for yourself. And giving your money multiple jobs is a major key when it comes to becoming financially free. My goal is to make my money work harder than me, which I'll be working pretty hard, so it's not an easy thing to do. Okay, so let's get into an example. Let's say you live in a popular city and you want to buy a new car. And let's say the down payment is $6,500. But you can also find a Sprinter or even a party bus for the same down payment. So rather than using your money to just put a down payment on your car, you can use that money to get the van or the bus, whatever it is, and rent it every weekend for $1,000. And let's say your monthly payment is $600, which means you're making 4 weeks in a month times 1,000, $4,000 minus 600, which is $3,400 per month. You then take this money after a couple months and you buy your car. You cover your down payment, your monthly payments from then on out, and you probably still have money left for other things that you want to buy and more investments that you want to make. In a similar way, and this is a separate example, this can look like buying a rental house or a home that you can house hack now so that later you'll be able to afford the mortgage on your dream home. Thinking about this more broadly, you could even say that you were buying your retirement with investments today. So something to note here is that you'll likely buy your asset, whatever it is, whether it's a Sprinter, whether it's a rental house, whatever, and even your liability, if that's a car or something like that, with a loan. So having good credit is key. And if you're in a place where you don't have a lot of cash on hand, you can use your good credit to compensate. If you do use a loan though, you need to make sure you have a great plan and you have money saved in the event that your cash flow activity, your investment, runs into some issue, because you're at risk of losing everything if one of these chips crumble. So a way to get around this is to save the cash flow from whatever that investment is. Just save it for a while and give yourself a cushion, or you can use that to scale whatever the investing is that you're doing and have more of a business than a one-off thing. And whether or not you actually need to use debt in any of these situations, it can really allow you to scale a lot faster and afford more things overall. I know a lot of us are taught that debt is something to stay away from at all costs, which is advice that may serve you well up to a point, but when you're using debt in the right situations, it can actually be a huge help to your financial freedom journey, which is why I'm making this video on understanding when and how to use debt the right way.